Is this thing on? Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here at Jew. A very welcome, my friends, and especially my enemies. Come in, sit down, no touching. I don't do the touching. Are you feeling charitable? Then smash the subscribe button and the like button. And please do follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad. It's a bit explosive right now over on Twitter because all I want to talk about today, but sorry, how rude of me. Welcome to Friday's edition. The Fridays? I mean Saturday's edition. I don't even know my days anymore. Welcome to Saturday's edition of the DC Daily. You are very, very welcome. Just want to say, because I forgot to mention it on yesterday's videos, yesterday was actually Superman Day, wasn't it? And Sky in the UK, which I have access to on Sky Cinema Superhero, had every Superman film ever made. Superman 1 to 4, Superman Returns, Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman. Wow, what a day of, just binging Superman movies. Just brilliant. Great memories and great to go over on Twitter and talk with you lot about my love for these movies. Yes, even the ones that are not deemed very good movies, because there's a memory there. And beautiful Christopher Reeve was just a wonderful Superman, as Henry Cavill is. And it was just a great day yesterday. And I just want to thank everyone who was interacting with me as part of Superman Day yesterday. Right. So I'm not going to be as amiable anymore because I'm really, really angry. Because Wonder Woman 1984 has been postponed to October the 2nd. But according to Gal Gadot, well, it's not really Gal, is it? It's someone posting for her. It's really exciting that the movie's been delayed more times than J.K. Rowling. Why are we all living in denial here? Why? Right? They has postponed Tenet till the 31st of July, right? And they're going to put in its place, right, Inception. Yes, Christopher Nolan's Inception. How old is that movie now? Was that 2012? Was it? Something like that. I can't remember now. Whatever it was. It's a long time ago, right? Nearly 10 years or about 10 years old. Yeah, I'm going to sit in a cinema where I could get COVID-19 to watch a film I've got at home. I don't think so. Don't you all understand what's happening here, right? What actually is happening here is that cinema is dead. The movie theater experience you all want to preserve is dead. I am fed up of hearing it. Because the truth is now, if it wasn't for you old-fashioned idiots who are obsessed with the movie theatre, just by a flick of a switch, I could be watching Wonder Woman 1984 pay-per-view right now. I could be paying $20, $30, $50, whatever, for a one-time viewing. This would make Warner Brothers and the VODs lots of money. It's the same amount of money they would make in a cinematic release. Imagine it. How many people? $50 per view. Imagine it. Lots of money to be made. Then it just gets... then you can buy it properly when it would come out on digital release and, hard copy release. It would be the same thing. But one thing's for sure, everyone. The theatrical experience is dead. They are never going to get the people they had in cinemas before. It's dead. There is mass paranoia. We will never be the same again. I know so many people who are saying to me, Mick, I am not going to be sitting in a movie theatre anymore. I want to watch my movies at home. I'm being abused by people who say, no, we want to preserve the movie experience. But why? Why do you want to preserve something that could risk your health and risk your life? You want to sit there watching a film with a mask. It's finished. It seems unfair that it's been taken away from us. I admit it. But we had it for so many years. And our lives are still pretty good. We still get to eat ice cream and do whatever we want. It isn't World War II, right? And they're still going to be able to make films. They have, there's some very clever people out there that have found a way to keep on making movies for us, right? And for them to make money with these new guidelines and new rules. And that's great. Maybe we won't see as many fight scenes, or maybe there'll be some camera trickery or whatever. It doesn't matter. And do you really need to see people making love in bed or kissing? No, you don't, do you? There's other ways of dealing with the emotions and things like that to prove they're a couple in a film. Anyway, the point is, right, this is the new normal, whether we like it or not. Now, are you asking me if COVID-19 is a real thing or some kind of bullshit to lock us in our homes? I don't know. That's the truth. I don't know if COVID-19 is on the level. I don't know how many people die on a normal day, right, in my country here in Cyprus or in the UK or over in the United States of America. I don't know those facts, so I don't know if we're being sold a lemon because they want to lock us in our homes and they want us to use the internet and they don't want us to go out, right? Maybe that is the new future, man. Maybe there's a reason for it. Maybe we have absolutely poisoned our atmosphere so much. If they keep us in our homes, we can't poison it anymore. Maybe we can preserve the earth a little longer. Maybe that's what they're thinking. I don't know. This is the DC Daily, not the Factual Times. I don't know, right? But all I know is people are scared. People are paranoid, and they know that, right? They're delaying our films, right? I don't even think we may not even see Wonder Woman 84 on October the 2nd. I mean, it gives them a bit of time to clear this virus up. And I hope that's the case, that the paranoia and the virus isn't as big a risk on October the 2nd like it is now. But I'm very, very angry about this. I woke up to this news and I'm frustrated. And I've got people, amateur scoopers going, you see, I told you it was delayed. But you're not calling me a liar now. Listen. It isn't a good thing to brag about bad news, right? Geeks don't take bad news good. Just shut the F up. I don't want to hear it. It is not a good thing. You're not preserving the movie experience because you can't preserve something that's dead, everyone. And I know there's a lot of people on YouTube who say, I love the movie experience. Right. As I've said before, just now, do you really want to sit in the cinema with a mask on your face? It can get hot in the cinema as well, right? And their air cons ain't great. And in fact, a cinema, right, an Odeon is either too hot or too cold. When they put the air con on, it's too cold. You ever noticed that, right? The point is, the cinema experience is great. The theatrical experience is great, but it's dead. I want to see the films that I want to see. I've been excited about Wonder Woman 84 for 2 years, and I want to see this film. And what I'm saying to you today and what I'm debating with you is, and this is what I believe in my heart, and this is my truth, that the cinema experience is dead, and prolonging it and postponing movies and delaying the dates will do nothing, right? Because if Tenet is released on July the 31st, I'm an Oxford graduate, right? When was the original release? I know they were still releasing it in July, right? July the 31st. Is that a new date or is that the same date? I don't know. But can you see people on July the 31st going in their masses to watch this film? That's right. They put Inception on the original date for Tenet, right? So it's been delayed to the end of July, right? What's the difference? You've delayed it by 2 weeks. It doesn't make any sense. This is an industry living in denial. And you out there, if you really think the cinema experience can be preserved, you don't get it. You don't get what's going on. As I say, I don't know what COVID-19 is, if it's a real virus or it's something we're being sold. I must admit, I don't know either way. But what I do know is that people are scared and too scared to sit in a cinema, and nobody wants to. Who's going to enjoy a film where for 2.5, 3 hours? Imagine if you went to see Zack Snyder's Justice League in the cinema wearing a face mask for 4 hours without a break. Come off it. Come off it. Let's not be dumb here. The movie experience is dead, right? And for those of you who can't afford to watch films at home, it's bad. And in fact, hey, maybe I'll do some competitions on this channel to help you out if we go that way. So you can watch your movies at home as well. Because I feel you. I used to live in a bedsit. I remember when Batman Begins was released and I cried because I couldn't afford it. And I was friends with someone and I begged them for a £5 because back then DVDs were like a £5 or a £10 or whatever Batman Begins was at that time, right? And I was able to buy it for £10, right? And I had a £5 and I was walking past the shop and I was crying and I was crying. And all of a sudden, this friend of mine goes, oh, go check your account. You can buy it now. And I was so happy. I said, oh, my God, I'm so sorry I had to ask you for this. It was so important to me because I was living alone in a room in the UK. It was depressing. Yes, I had friends, but by that time, they weren't really, I wasn't great to be around. So films mean so much to me. And to be able to take Batman Begins that I enjoyed in the cinema, go home and put it on in the DVD player was a big shot in the arm for me. And that's the same now. I want to see the movies that are being made for you and me. And if I can't watch them in the cinema, in the theatre, as you Americans call it, the theatre, I'm quite happy to watch it at home. Personally, I have a big screen. It's cool for me. At the end of the day, right, people should have a choice. And the point is, they can create a new platform where they make just as much money on movies via pay-per-view and then eventually renting them and selling the movies, right? There's a platform to be made here. And I've said it on this channel before. And people who don't understand, who think that money can't be made on demand, on VOD, the same as in cinemas, you don't understand. You have no business mind and you have no imagination. It's over. The cinema experience is over. I'm very sorry for the people who are obsessed with the cinema experience, but it is over. I want to see Wonder Woman 1984, and I want to see it now, this day. And I'm so pissed off, I'm so annoyed that I can't see it, because a business model doesn't have the imagination to reignite, re-evolve its platform, and all they'll say repeatedly is, you need to see this on the biggest screen. Look, your women have to sleep with you and you've got the smallest thing, right? And, you know, they wish they could be with me because I've got the biggest thing. I'm the movie theatre, but they can't have me. So they have to have the guy with the little dinky, right? That's life. That's life. I'm sorry. We can't go to the theatres in our masses anymore. They're going to have to reduce how many people see the movies. It is not safe, right? Whether they're lying or not, people believe this. We believe this. So you, the movie companies, the studios, are not going to make the money any longer. So cut it out and let us watch brand new release movies in the comfort of our own homes. I want to know what you think, because this is not a dictatorship or an echo chamber. Let me know what you think. Should we fight for the movie theatre to stay open, right? Or should we start seeing new releases, all new releases at home? Should we have that choice? Comment down below. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back tomorrow with even more DC Daily. See you again soon.